8:55 a.m. and it's a Wednesday, so it's a hump day, and I'm really not feeling it today. By the way, I am currently reading Pretty Girls by Karin Slaughter. I am halfway through the book, I guess. I'm on page 238. And this edition has like 573 pages. I got this copy from Fully Booked. This is actually not the size of books that I gravitate towards. I actually wish that it looked something like this, like the size of Project Hail Mary. I mean, look, this one is pretty narrow compared to this. I mean, why? And it's thick, so I don't get it. I have been jumping from one book to another. So before I even started Pretty Girls, I actually also started The Idiot by Elif Batuman. And I reached page 103 in this book, and I'm liking it so far. There's no plot. I've heard so many people say that they've had a hard time sticking to this book, mainly because the start is very slow. So I think the pace is okay for me, but it's just that I lost my interest in a funny academia book. I don't know, because this book follows the main character Celine as she navigates through college life. Can't really say anything much about that. I can't even remember what happened so far. But I know that she's been studying Russian. She met a few friends. So I think with the 100 pages that I've already read, nothing much is happening. That's why I put this aside, kind of like soft DNF'd it. But I definitely will come back to this one. So I picked up Pretty Girls by Karin Slaughter, and I think I've been holding onto this book for over a week already. It's not that it's bad. I just feel like I had an inkling to read something faster, so I decided to pick a thriller book because I feel like I will be in a reading slump pretty soon. I've read 9 books in July, and I think that is the most number of books that I've read in a month this year. Maybe that's also the reason why I'm kind of in a slump, but there are a couple of books that I am really eyeing to read this month. So on my August priority TBR, I actually have Hot Milk by Deborah Levy. I don't know much about this book. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one. I'm also craving to read Monstrilio. So this is recommended to me by Bookstagrammer, and maybe I read this one. And the last one that I am really looking forward to read is Separate Rooms by Pier Vittorio Tondelli. So yeah, I think nothing crazy this month. Maybe I'll just be focusing on these 5 books. looking for a very solid buy sa SNR, you have to get this roast chicken breast. Sobrang sulit niya. Like, look at this chicken breast. Frozen siya. So you just have to thaw it first and then pop it in the oven. Or kami, ang ginawa namin is we put it in the air fryer. Sobrang sulit siya. Like, malaki yan. Ito yung kamay ko. Ang malaki talaga yan. So, atin natin siya. Okay. What? 177 grams ng chicken breast. Yan, isang yan. Sobrang sulit niya, guys. As in, if you are tracking your protein, I would highly recommend this one. Okay, so it's the next day. I'm still reading Pretty Girls by Karin Slaughter. Some initial thoughts. I don't know if it's just me, but I've spent like almost 2 weeks reading the first 50%, like first 50% of this book. And then once I reached like the 55% mark, I sprinted. That's what's happening with this one. It took me a bit of time to like be in the book. So I spent more than a week reading the first 50% of this baby. That took like 3 minutes. Anyway, as I was saying, it took me more than 7 days to read the first half of this book. And then when I reached the like 55% mark last night, now I think I'm almost done. Like, look, I think this is around 65% already. And I think if I will continue to read this book, I will be able to finish it tonight or tomorrow. What I can say about this book is it's very graphic. I'm not sure if this book is really for everyone. If you like watching crime documentaries, you know, the ones that involved, you know, maybe you have the stomach to read this one. But you definitely need to be responsible and check the trigger warnings for this book because it's very graphic. It's disturbing. I think that's the thing with thrillers. For most thriller books, they are meant to entertain you and sometimes will stay with you. Maybe because of the trauma, or you just love the time that you spent reading a book instead of doom scrolling on social media. I've pretty much predicted what was going to happen here, but I'm still enjoying it though. This book is really hard to recommend. It's keeping me company and I love how fast-paced this book is. If you love Freda McFadden's book, then I think you should pick this up as well.
a trip. My brother's wedding.